Welcome to Beyond Our Focus. I'm Stefan, this is Amanda, and this is What's in the Box? We don't know, but we're going to try to find out. Ranting, raving, discussion, long-form content right here. If you clicked on this, you know you're going to be expecting a couple hours. So,
just a couple.
Well, YouTube, I think everything tells you how long it is.
Let's see. This is for the month of March.
Yes, this is going to be our overview for what happened in March.
Yes. And what is Saturday? April, I'm going to throw it 6th.
Let's see. Should be the 6th. I'm going to agree with you. So this will be out on the 6th, which will be fancy. We'll have a... Okay, that's not your... Yeah. Like, should I click calendar, which tells me something, or click settings, because that is equally as useful. Yes, the 6th.
Is that correct, or are we gone?
This is pointless. It's just sitting here. It's used on the other shows. It is all right. So I think, as usual, we kind of start off with TV and movies. Some of the big hitters over the past month. We both did go see Captain Marvel.
I think that's the only one I saw. But yeah.
Well, you can talk about Captain Marvel.
Not my favorite Marvel film. It was a good movie. I really liked how it kind of brought everything together. I liked that origin feel of knowing people's backstories. Like, seeing young Nick Fury was a lot of fun. Of course, I like the Flurkin. But overall, as I said, it was good. It was good, but I wasn't completely wowed. So.
Just like I thought with Black Panther, I'm like, this is a good, solid Marvel movie. Not bad. It's not great. It's a good, solid Marvel movie. Could it probably have been better? Probably. But it was good. It was enjoyable. Brie Larson, I enjoyed. Of course, Nick Fury is always great. Love Stephen Colton back in the movies.
Yes.
Even though it was brief. The action was fun. The twist they had in the movie worked out well. Surprised a lot of people because it's not what we're expecting. I think overall a good, solid movie, and looking forward to seeing her in future installments.
Yes. Cannot wait for Endgame.
Oh my God. We also bought our tickets.
Yay!
So, yay on us. We're going to be there Thursday night, 6 p.m. Yes.
IMAX. And 3D apparently now. So,
added
another step up.
There are other theaters that had 2D at the 6, but the one we go to does not. It's disappointing. I prefer 2D. I don't care about 3D. But it was either 10 o'clock or 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, we're doing the 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
And price difference was only $2. I'm like, I'm already paying $18 for this, $19 for this ticket, saving $2 and seeing it 4 hours later. No, thank you.
For me, with 3D, usually what happens is my glasses, with my glasses, 3D doesn't really work well, or because my depth perception is weird, it doesn't always work correctly, and then when it works fine, or when it doesn't work fine, I guess, however you want to put it, I sometimes get headaches because I can start to see the colors that they use to make it 3D. Like, if you were to take your glasses off and watch the movie without your glasses on, at least the older movies, I don't know.
I remember old 3D.
Yeah.
Back when it was the 2-color glasses.
Yeah.
We saw Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Yeah. I think the one that I saw was one of the Spy Kids.
I don't think I saw that one. Me and Robert made a point to see 3D movies at some point. Just because they were a novelty at that point. They weren't really anything... they weren't in every single movie ever.
Yeah.
So we made a point. We saw a couple others. But I remember Lava Boy. Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
I did, however, at Universal, that was a lot of fun. The Kong Skull Island ride.
It was pretty interesting how they did that.
So that seemed to work pretty fine for me. I mean, it's different, but still.
Well, they had multiple screens on both sides of the vehicle. And it was something really different all around.
Yeah.
But in-game...
I can't wait. Cannot wait. How many weeks are we going on now? Is it just 4 weeks? Because it's at the end of this month, and this month just started.
Not even 4 weeks. Sweet Lord. It's like the 26th or something. Let's see if I can bring up the calendar for the second time. Let's see. 1,
25th.
2, 3 weeks. We have 3 solid weeks. It's in 21 days. Cannot wait. It's going to be awesome.
So, you have seen more movies this month than I have. So, what movies did you see?
Well, a few weeks ago, we saw Us.
Been wanting to see it, but how was your overall?
It was enjoyable, but if you think about certain things, even a hair, things start breaking apart pretty quickly.
Okay. Interesting.
So as far as it's more horror than Get Out was, but still not super horror. It still feels more of a suspense thriller than horror, but there's more horror elements in this one than there was in Get Out. It was enjoyable. The performances were really good. The concept was really cool. But as I heard someone else mention, and the same thing I said to Mike when we were in the theater, I'm like, this would have made for a really cool Twilight Zone episode.
Ah.
Because it would have been shorter, condensed, and then it wouldn't have to... I feel like it probably would have been better as a Twilight Zone episode than as this hour-and-a-half movie, or 2-hour movie, whatever it was. But yes, once what's going on is revealed, and you want to think about it even a little bit, even a tiny bit, it's like, oh, well, that doesn't make sense. Oh, and that doesn't. Oh, and this doesn't. Oh,
Well,
and the big twist of the movie is about the easiest thing known to man. It's the worst twist I've seen in a while.
Oh, well, I will probably still go see it.
Still enjoyable.
Yeah. Most people have heard from said that they enjoyed it. A lot of people, of course, is that a horror? Is it a scary movie? And it's like, no, it's a thriller. That's what it's a thriller. I really enjoyed Get Out, though. I really enjoyed Get Out.
I think if they would have made this a little smaller scale, as far as a movie, just a smaller movie or smaller idea, they could have been a better movie.
Now, what did you think of Dumbo?
Did go see Dumbo this past weekend. Dumbo, I enjoyed quite a bit, but the entire time it just felt like this movie. It just feels like it's missing something. It feels like it's missing something. It was enjoyable, but unfortunately, which I'd heard, it pulls the whole Transformers thing. As far as the cartoon, it was all about the Transformers. They're the main things in this, and then in the movies, it's about this person. And the Transformers are the background. They're the other thing that's in the movie. And this still very much is that way. This is about this family. And Dumbo is the secondary character to the family. He doesn't talk. I mean, there's no talking or anything. They treat him as real animals. So they take a back seat almost to the actual humans, which the movie is more about.
Then why call it Dumbo? Like, why?
Because it's still telling Dumbo's story.
Yeah,
But, yeah, it still feels more about these people.
It's been ages since I've actually seen Dumbo. Did Dumbo actually talk?
I think.
I don't remember.
He really had to. No, the other animals did.
Okay. Well, I mean, there are some movies and stuff like that where the animals don't talk.
Yeah, but that's not really Disney style. Disney, all the animals speak.
I guess I don't remember, but.
All right, we're gonna risk everything. And we're gonna
risk
a small clip of Dumbo. Animated movie. Let's see if we can get a small clip of Dumbo. Here we go. A trailer for Dumbo. We're gonna keep it low. Keep it low so we. Everybody's talking at the moment. Grandma's talking. Mom's talking. And there's little Dumbo. It says trailer, but this looks like just a clip from the movie. I'm going to be pretty sure Dumbo talks as well. If he doesn't, I'll be surprised. Because all the other elephants are just... Where's those elephants? Is he going to sneeze? His ear's going to pop out? Yep, just... Boom! Woo! Okay, they're bigger in the cartoon than they are in the movie. Those are pretty insane.
Just look at those.
Okay.
A-R-S. Those what? Oh, ears!
Yep, there's giant ear. Well, all the other elephants talk, so we're just going to assume Dumbo does too.
I don't know.
So let's see here. wanted to hear Dumbo talk. You gave me this giant clip without Dumbo actually saying a single thing.
What was baby Dumbo?
He had just been born. All right, here we go again. We're going to risk it all. Risk it all. We have to hear Dumbo talk.
I could have swore he didn't, though. Like,
What do you know? What do you remember?
All the characters and stuff talk to him and everything, but I don't remember him talking. I remember him crying.
He's crying in this clip. This is a song. And they had this. Yep, this is just one of the songs. I'm very disappointed here. See, this is real quality, folks. This is what everyone came here to see.
Sorry, guys, we're solving our
hardcore research.
Dumbo talk? Does Dumbo talk? Dumbo did speak eventually.
Eventually.
When did he talk? 16 unforgettable facts about Dumbo. Does Dumbo speak in the movie? Dumbo did speak eventually. Dumbo didn't utter a single word during the 1941 movie, but in the 1980s, the little elephant had grown up and found his voice. What does that mean?
So I guess he didn't talk in the original movie. So every other character talked except for Dumbo.
Yeah.
Which is weird. But that still says all the animals talked. It's just, he was a baby, so I guess like, oh, he doesn't talk. I don't know. Well, none of the animals talk in the new one, so. We don't have our Dumbo facts down, okay, folks? We apologize.
Well, I just don't understand why it's. Where did the which is the one we remember?
The 1941 one.
Then where did the 1980s one come from?
I don't know.
Because it says, this is for 1941. It says that Dumbo does not have any spoken dialogue.
Mm-hmm.
But then
he said, but the other one said it was like him growing up. So there's probably like a straight to DVD or straight to cassette tape thing that was like Dumbo 2. I'm sure that's how it usually goes. Let's see, 1941, blah, blah, blah. 41.
Okay. Television series for preschool audience that aired in the Disney Channel in 1980. So it was a TV show.
Yeah. So.
Okay, so in the original one, he didn't talk. Oh
no.
my god, thank you. I thought I was going crazy,
I remember
okay?
next to nothing about the original movie. So.
I just remember.
But apparently every other animal did. So.
Yeah. I just remember, I remember the other animals talking. I remember him having his feather. I remember him crying, but I don't remember. I remember things talking to him, but him not talking to anybody. So.
It's also interesting how they did this, because in the original movie, doesn't he hold the feather with his trunk? Mm-hmm. Like in front of him? Mm-hmm. Not really in this one. Every time he takes a feather, he sucks it into his nostril. Because when he does that, it makes him sneeze, and so every time he gets a feather, he sucks it into his nostril and he flies that way. He doesn't actually hold out in front of him. It's an interesting little change. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's not a bad movie. It's actually a quite enjoyable movie. It just, they Transformers it. Unlike in The Jungle Book, where the animals talked.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Disney owning Marvel, awesome. Kevin Feige is just Feige, or whatever his name is, does an amazing job keeping up and keeping track and making sure that the Marvel movies go according to how they need to go and fit everything in.
Yeah.
And good movies. Not all of them are hits. I say more often than not now that they haven't had a bad one in a very long time. I think the last actual you consider bad would maybe like Thor: The Dark World.
I was about to say, is it The Dark World?
Yeah, but that's been a while.
Yeah.
So they really know what they're doing with the Marvel movies. But with the Disney live-action remakes, they have been very hit or miss.
Yeah. We have Aladdin coming out.
Yes. Which I've been up and down the entire time on.
The first trailer was nothing. The second trailer, it
was
actually
okay.
Yeah.
The third trailer looks a lot better. But the original one we had was Cinderella, which was okay.
I actually like that one. Yeah.
Remember being okay.
Beauty and the Beast was not...
Beauty and the Beast I was very disappointed in. Mm-hmm. The CG seemed kind of crappy compared. Because we'd already gotten the Jungle Book, which was really good. And the CG in that was phenomenal. Then we got... What else? I feel like we had another one. I feel like I'm forgetting one. We've had more than just Jungle Book, Beauty and the Beast, and Cinderella.
Are
We've
you
had
sure?
something else. I mean, I could be wrong,
'Cause
but I feel like
the
that's
ones
what...
coming out is we have Aladdin, we have The Little Mermaid, and then we have The Lion King.
Yes. And we just had Dumbo.
Yeah,
And the
Dumbo.
CGI on Dumbo, that is spot on. He looks phenomenal. Aladdin looks interesting. Hopefully it's good. But if any of these are going to be good, it's going to be
It
Lion
better
King.
be The Lion King.
Lion-
We're not going. It better be.
Because they're going to talk. It's all going to be about the animals. It's got James Earl Jones back as Mufasa.
Well, if they throw some humans in there, I'm walking out. Okay.
No, if any of them are going to be good, it's got to be that one. But I don't know. They haven't been able to nail it. And then you look at Star Wars, and I'm also the unpopular opinion that if you don't watch this, I'm going to get angry. But The Last Jedi killed Star Wars. It's a very divisive movie. And I definitely fall on, he kind of killed Star Wars with that movie. Mm-hmm. My personal opinion, of course. Liked 7. Liked Rogue One. Even liked Solo, for the most part. But, God, 8. Oh, my Lord.
No, I'm not hip on all the Star Wars as far as numbers and stuff. But was 8 the one with her and Kylo Ren and how they help each other and then they turn their backs on each other and he's crying and all that kind of stuff?
That's an interesting interpretation of that movie. Spoilers slightly here, because they're going to be spoilers. But if you haven't seen it, you didn't want to see it.
Yeah. But no, is that
it's the one where Leia dies. Gets sucked
Yeah,
into
okay.
space.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, there you go. And then uses her force powers, which we've never, ever seen her use in any movie ever, to suck herself out of space back into the ship.
Well, see, as much as I love Carrie Fisher, I was trying not to remember the movie with her having to go through that part, okay? So I remembered it as two...
The movie with the longest chase scene known to man. That 2 characters went off to another world because their leader wouldn't express what was going on or what the plan was, to achieve nothing, to come back for no reason at all. Or they got to save a bunch of animals from a thing because they could, that achieved nothing. Yeah. And then Luke projected a Force ghost. Because that's what you can do across from the galaxy, instead of showing up himself and then dying for no reason. Because he projected a Force ghost. And then we got to see some dice that had nothing to do with anything except that they were going to appear in Solo. And then they appeared in Solo. I don't, it's, no. No. Ah! Kit Kat can sit here and disagree with me. I'm sure he'll have something to say about it.
I don't really know how he feels about the Star Wars movie.
We're going to know now! Leave a comment down below, Kit Kat. I would like to know your opinions on the Star Wars movie.
Don't say the Star Wars movie, okay? On that Star Wars movie.
Any of them. They're good ones and bad ones. And I personally think, don't really care for the prequels. They're whatever they are, but they're still more Star Wars than 8 was. 8 just didn't feel like a Star Wars movie, in my opinion. But it's got the title. It is what it is. Whatever. Let's move on. Let's move on from Star Wars.
Okay. Let's move on to...
Let's move on to Love, Death, and Robots.
Or I was going to say what's coming out this weekend.
Shazam is coming out this weekend.
And Pet Sematary.
Shazam is coming out this weekend.
And Pet Sematary. Pet Sematary.
Another Stephen King thing that who knows if it will be good or not, because some of them are good, some of them are abominations, some of them are whatever.
Well, see, I'm kind of up in the air because I've actually heard really good things, but then Stephen King also said he actually really likes how it turned out, but he also okayed the Dark Tower.
He okayed
movie,
everything. This man does not
and
care.
I don't really trust his opinion anymore.
He's a shit.
so-
Oh, you're giving me money for a movie? Do it. Please, just do it. That's really what it comes down to. He's like okayed everything they make, and most of it's not even good.
But
he's also in the mindset of, please, make it as different as you want to, because the movies, they exist, so do whatever you want with them. But that's literally not what anybody actually wants.
no, course not.
If you're making an adaptation of something, then your adaptation, what your fans want to see is that adaptation of said thing come to life. Or more to life.
I like the It one. I like the It.
I liked it as well. I thought it was really good. I'm really looking forward to chapter 2. But I guess speaking of adaptations, well, Miles, let's just move over to the next adaptation that may or may not be good or bad. Cowboy Bebop.
Oh, jeez. Here we go.
And we just found out that the fancy news of the Cowboy Bebop, I think they said TV series, with John Cho. I don't know the other actor's name. They said it, I forget it. The gentleman who played Bushmaster in Luke Cage Season 2. Some girl and another guy. I don't know all the characters. So we'll see how that is. I'm not a huge fan of the casting so far. So I guess we'll just see how it turns out.
I don't know. I'm mostly concerned about Ed.
And then there was a thing that they had called Ed a boy. And that's disturbing to itself.
Yeah. We're having trouble casting him. What? Can you repeat that one more time?
Yeah, so who knows? We're going to hope for the best. Ed's awesome. But anybody who's watched this show to any degree knows Ed is not a boy. Ed is a girl. So it'd be interesting. Their choice for Ed is going to be the most peculiar one I'm waiting for.
That's probably going to be like the turning point for me as far as I'll really, really give this a shot, or I may watch it at some point.
Ed's not the most vital character in the show, but Ed is a very important character, and Ed is an extremely likable character.
Yes. Extremely likable. She just has she kind of flows through the show. Like, she ties everything together in just, like, weird ways, even though she kind of has her own side story-ish thing going on.
It's even strange because she doesn't appear till, 4 or 5 episodes in, and then leaves, 2 or 3 episodes before the end.
And it's still weird, though, because that's the little window she has, but most people who think Cowboy Bebop, it's, okay, we have Spike, and then we always go to Ed. Of course, for me, it's Ed 9. It's always Ed 9.
Because 9's awesome as well. So it's going to be interesting. According to who they cast for Ed, is going to be a big make or break for a lot of people, I think. So, yeah, there's that. And speaking of anime, let's go ahead and move over to Love, Death, and Robots. Segue. I know I've mentioned it on multiple shows. Love, Death, and Robots is absolutely, in my opinion, phenomenal as a whole. It is 18 episodes. They're all range from 5 minutes to about 17 minutes. Somewhere in that range. And they are pretty awesome, most of them.
If you don't know what it is, it's pretty much an anthology series on Netflix. By Netflix, I assume.
Yeah.
Each is done in different styles of animation, different story types, anything like that. I'm assuming different artists.
Different everything.
Yeah.
They have very little in common.
Besides Love, Death, and Robots.
Yes. So they either have something to do with love, death, or robots. Yeah. All of them. But other than that, there's nothing else in common. The stories are in common. The animation styles are in common. Some are amazing CGI work that has been done. It's just astonishing, really cool looking. And then some are some very, very unique art styles that they use for some of them.
You don't have to watch them in order. You can jump around if you need to, want to. If one of them you don't like, it's fine. I'm sure there will be another one that you do.
Mm-hmm. But they're all short. You can get through the whole thing in 3-4 hours and watched everything. All 18 episodes. In my opinion, they're all worth watching. Some of my least favorites were also some of the shorter ones.
Yeah.
Which was the yogurt one and the Hitler one. So.
Yeah, those ones just did not work for me. Will say right up front, it is very, very adult. Whether it's gore, language, or just complete nudity, it's very adult.
Yes, would highly recommend, unless you've already seen the episode, don't watch this with your children. It's not recommended at all. Personally, I wouldn't recommend this to anybody under 18. There are a few episodes you could get away with, but most of it's extremely mature. Extremely. But I said the same thing about the first Deadpool movie. Very mature, not meant for children, and then there was kids in there.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, okay,
When we went and saw it, there was kids in there too. I was like, what the hell are you guys doing? Of course, I remember seeing signs outside of the movie theater when Sausage Party came out.
Yes.
They were like, this is not a children's movie. Anybody who is under this age will, yeah.
No, because that was 10 times more than even Deadpool. Never ever remotely kind of a child's movie or even a teen movie. Just don't even, just... That was uber mature. So, yeah, no. But Love, Death, and Robots. Really awesome, really amazing. I can't recommend it enough. And I've recommended it to practically everyone I've talked to. So,
No, I fell in love at the first episode because that was great.
so the first episode is pretty phenomenal. Still sits at one of, if not my favorite episode of the series. But
And then the second episode was amazingly cute.
yes, a lot of humor in it and stuff. Very, very good. Where would we like to go from here? We've talked about TV. Another show that I've watched that I'm going to recommend to you right now. Because didn't know if I'd like it or not. Watched it. Didn't realize they are 25-minute episodes. There's only 8.
Okay.
Is Russian Doll.
Okay. I remember we talked about this. I didn't watch it though.
But I started it the other night.
Okay.
As in 2 nights ago. I watched 1 episode. Like, this is really good. And then last night had like, oh, Sandy's not coming home for like 45 minutes. Let me pop another episode. Watch the rest of the series. Really good. Like, really good. Really clever. Really good. I mean, you've probably seen the commercial for it, so you kind of get the premise.
Yeah.
So, yeah. For y'all, if you don't know, it's about this girl who dies trying to leave this party, and then every time she dies, she goes back to the point, from the point which is in her or her friend's bathroom. It is her birthday. Her friend's throwing her birthday party, and she's in the bathroom. And she'll die and come back to the mirror every single time. And every time she dies, she'll go back. And her goal, she just keeps trying to survive the evening and try to do things. There's some plot twists to happen in this show. Really good. Highly recommend.
I'll have to check that one out.
Enjoyed it more than I thought I was going to.
I'm so behind on all my shows. Like, I still have to finish the rest of Love, Death, and Robots. I picked out pretty much the ones I'd really like. And then now I have to go back and watch the ones I might.
Yeah, just finish it up. I'm sure you get 30, 45 minutes in. You'll finish everything else.
I'm way behind on Umbrella Academy.
Oh, you still haven't finished Umbrella Academy. Oh, God, that was so good.
Yeah. And I did hear that they're already going for a second.
We will get renewed for a second season, so that's awesome.
I'm looking forward to the new Stranger Things.
July. Like, right about the same time Spider-Man's coming out.
Uh-huh. Looking forward to that, too. Let's see. I think that's about it as far as TV shows. I haven't been watching anything else. Movie-wise, I saw Aquaman finally.
How'd you know Aquaman? I liked it.
I liked it, but that's about all I can say for it. I'm not like... I'm not...
Are you being mean to Jason Momoa?
Yes, I am, actually. I wasn't super... It was a DC movie. That's all I can say. It was a decent DC movie.
I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I was going to, personally. Yeah. I enjoyed it quite a bit.
For me, I think it was mostly because I couldn't get over a lot of the CGI elements. And I know that it was difficult because pretty much 90% of the movie takes place in water or underwater. So they had to use CGI a lot. Mm-hmm. But it took away a lot in some parts, so. I
liked it. It was one of my... my second favorite DC movie, or the DC universe, or however they're planning these out. I think Wonder Woman is their best movie, and then I think it probably goes this movie, or Superman. I still like Superman a lot. I really like Man of Steel. I think that was really good. I still enjoy how they did Man of Steel. Now, should they have done different things after that? Probably, but I enjoyed Man of Steel. So this or Man of Steel, I still think Man of Steel is good.
Yeah, I agree with that order. As far as...
And then we have a lot of crap. And then there's Suicide Squad.
Oh my goodness. And then, didn't you say they were making
that? Have you seen the commercial for the Joker?
Mm-mm. No.
You remember they were making a Joker movie?
No, I didn't at all. I'm not hip With
Apparently.
the kiddos and the lingo.
Joaquin
like the-
Phoenix is playing the Joker.
Wait, I did hear that. I did hear that, or I saw him as the Joker, but I did not watch anything for it.
Well, they have a trailer out for it.
Okay.
And as much as no one was asking for it, we didn't need a solo Joker movie.
Okay.
It actually looks pretty darn good. It's definitely going the very big route of showing this guy getting down and how he turns into the Joker. No one needed an origin story. We didn't need one at all. But we're getting one, and it actually looks good.
I will definitely have to check that out too.
So
As long as it's better than Suicide Squad. And then
it has to be.
I think you were the one who mentioned that they're literally sweeping Suicide Squad under the rug and making something else and hoping
Yes,
no one
James
ever
Gunn's
remembers that.
Suicide Squad is still coming out.
Okay.
Since he's doing that now. And of course he's back on Guardians 3, thank God. But I think we're going to get Suicide Squad first.
Okay.
So, yeah, they're taking Suicide Squad, and that's just going to go bye-bye. Like it never existed. And now we're getting...
It's the old Incredible Hulk, okay?
Now we're getting the Suicide Squad.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Let's add the.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know.
But,
we'll find out.
I
We'll
have
find
faith
out.
it'll be good only because this James Gunn.
Yeah.
I mean, he did Guardians excellent. He can do Suicide Squad.
Okay.
So it's not a sequel. They're just rebooting after
Yeah,
one movie.
it's like
They
they're
do well.
sweeping it under the rug and pretending it never happened.
Oh, DC, you just don't know what you're doing. Like, at all. You're throwing stuff out there and praying something sticks to the wall.
That sounds about right.
Or Marvel's like, yeah, we're going to make 22 movies that all in order and go with each other and build off of each other into this one magnificent thing that's already broke every record imaginable and it's not even come out yet.
Oh, I can't wait.
No, I can't wait. No, it's going to be... Oh, my God. The hype level cannot be any higher for this movie.
I thought the hype for Infinity War was bad, but
'cause
now
it
I
was-
can't breathe, okay? I need to know.
Infinity War was so cool. Get around to actually watching that again here in a few weeks before we go do that.
So excited.
No.
So, you went on a vacation.
Like, what did I do?
Yes.
I didn't do it, I promise. But maybe I did.
No. So, you were gone away. You traveled the land of the United States. How was that?
Traveled the whole land.
Yeah,
the whole
traveled the
entire...
land. The whole land from here to Massachusetts.
Yeah. Just here to Boston, which was in a plane most of the way, and except
didn't
for layover.
walk?
And, no, God, no. Oh, my God, no. This is not the journey of Roland.
So,
No.
how was your trip?
Just like in, what was it, a couple months ago. It was only a couple months ago with PAX South.
Oh, okay.
Back in January. Once again, back to PAX. PAX East was amazing. Sandy, as Sandy tends to do. And when I say that, I mean Sandy talks to everybody. So Sandy was talking to some guys in line. There's some streamers. I don't remember what streamings they do. I'm sure we have some cards and stuff. I don't
You're
watch.
supposed to be pimping these people out. What's wrong with
I
you?
don't know about all that. So we made some cool friends with some people in line. The gentleman that we normally meet up at South, Riley at South, he came to PAX East for the first time. Mike spent in the hotel with him. So we met up with him every morning and then saw those guys in line and talked to them, talked to Riley, So that was a lot of fun. And then just PAX East, of course, as always, was really phenomenal. Met up with a developer guy who we meet up with every East for the last like 4 or 5 years, except for one of them randomly. We've seen a gentleman. I don't know his last name. I just know him as Mo.
Okay.
He's one of the primary developers. He's the programmer for Vortex. I guess it's Vortex Pop. They made Graceful Explosion Machine, and now they're making a game called Super Crush KO, which is really, really good. But we meet up with him every year. Sandy usually gets a Polaroid with him,
Oh.
but she didn't. She brought the camera this time. We didn't have any film for the camera, so
Oh,
we
I thought
didn't
you
get
said
that.
she broke the camera this time.
No,
I was like,
she did
wow.
not break the camera. I don't think I have any pictures.
Um,
But You saw a bunch of pictures. But yes, so that was great, and there's a whole bunch of other fun stuff. We played a lot of VR, and you sound like you have a question.
No, I was just gonna say that you and Sandy cosplayed, and that you should maybe pop some pictures up on our Instagram for our people.
I mean, I could probably do something.
They
I remember in any manner whatsoever.
They went as Fortnite characters.
Yes, we did. We went as the Bright Bomber, and we went as the Rabbit Raider. Let's see if I have a full-body shot of us. I can kind of... See, I just show the camera, and that's going to be as much as we get. Yep, that's as good as it gets. That's about as professional as it gets right there. All right, we're gonna pop this right here, and
yeah, you see, there's nothing.
I don't know if you can see it or not.
There is nothing.
That's all you get. That's all you get. That's all I got.
I will have you guys' back, okay?
You should remind me. You have to remind me because I will forget. My terrible memory will forget.
So give us the scoop. What was new? What's coming up? What are you interested in?
Understand, I saw so many games, it's not even funny. We played Days Gone again, which was great, as always. I played the hard mode one. Part of it, let's see, let's throw a few other games. Creature in the Well was a fun little indie game. Where you pick up orbs and shoot them to certain things, they bounce off, they do stuff, and you collect it and go through doors. And there's so many games. I can't go through a detailed list of all the games. Let's see. What else was interesting? Or really good? Shadow Brawlers was really cool. You know Fortnite. Mm-hmm. Imagine Fortnite without the bows, but Fortnite. 4 characters going around. The background is 2 colors. And your characters can change those 2 colors. And the idea is to go and blend in with the background and sneak up on people and kill them.
And that one was which one?
Shadow Brawlers.
Okay.
And they also have some really cool art. So that's just one of the characters. But they have a bunch of characters, and they're really cool art. Let's see here. Oh, me as Tombo, as Andy as Kiki.
That's another cosplay that
we did that one too.
I will make sure they get a picture of that
one too. If you like
too.
pinball, Demon's Tilt was pretty awesome. Pinball game. I don't remember what this game was.
And which platforms are these mostly for?
I could not possibly tell you. Could not tell you. That's so hard. Everything comes to Steam or Switch. So if you have one of those, it's going to be there. Because everything comes to those. PS4, not as much. Skyrocket was good. Really good. You can play it as a co-op game. You have like tennis rackets, basically. And these creatures, they'll shoot a ball at you. And the goal is to hit it. It'll bounce off and hit things. And you keep hitting it. And it keeps going back. And it almost feels like a Pong game,
I was about
to a
say
degree.
Pong, yeah.
Except there's no other person.
Yeah.
I think one of the bosses is that. So you're basically playing tennis. He's on one side hitting the ball at you. You're on the other side trying to hit back at him. It was fun. It was very enjoyable. Cool little co-op game. Let's see some other big ones. A game I downloaded immediately if you like puzzle games is Sinker. Sinker is already out on mobile. I bought it already. It's very enjoyable. And they're coming out with Sinker 2. So that was good.
Which one is that one?
It's a puzzle game. It's a puzzle game. You have little hooks and you move stuff.
Okay.
Let's see here. Any other big... I'll try to take pictures of stuff. Moving Out, which I have right there on my thing because they were getting out stickers. It is a 4-player, up to 4-player, top-down little sprites, and you just take objects, and your goal is to get them to the moving vehicle. You're helping you're a moving company, and you're moving things out. That's what the game is. But if the moving vehicle was out, the truck was outside the bedroom window, you just throw it out the window. Break windows, break doors, anything you have to do to get it in the moving truck.
That by far has been one of the most interesting ones that you've told me about.
It was fun.
It was hilarious.
A lot of fun. I think if you like Diablo, you're familiar with Diablo? It's a very popular game.
Yes, that's why I'm humming. As far as I've never played it, but yes, I'm familiar with it. Yeah,
it's more of a almost top-down, run around. You have little powers, fighting a bunch of enemies, collecting loot. It reminds me of that. It's called Darksburg, or Dark. Yeah, it's gonna be Darksburg. I don't know, that's the art for it and the logo.
Oh wow.
So,
I always love the art for games.
Actually played it on a PC, so that was crazy to itself. But it's actually really intuitive. I got control of it pretty well. But that was a lot of fun. We had fun with that. There was a Pac-Man.
Pac-Man!
Pac-Man.
And Sandy's killing it?
Yeah, Sandy's actually going to axe the Pac-Man. So, One Finger Death Punch 2.
Okay.
It is, let's see, you can see. Yeah, you can see kind of here. It looks like stick figures. And it's basically a rhythm game. You'll have people coming to you from both sides. And the only goal you have to do, you have a little bar underneath you in each way. And when they get into that bar, you hit either, I want to think it was like R2 and L2. One, according to what side they're on. And that's all you do. And you just time it along when people go in. And he'll do a bunch of fancy stuff and start chopping people and killing people and stuff.
That reminds me of do you remember, like, the old Flash cartoons about the stick people?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Very cool. Very fun. Mm-hmm. Or very cool to watch.
Yes.
We played a pretty awesome puzzle VR game called Demagnate. And the whole objective is there's a red cube and a blue cube. And you can you have a red glove and a blue glove. And you can suck one in or project, or basically it's exactly like magnets. Either you can magnetize it to you and magnets will propel as well. And the idea is to use those to get on buttons that keep progressing through. And they'll be in many different ways. Like one was in like a thing above you. So you had to use the projection one to push it out the roof and come down until you get into places. So it was a lot of fun. I really, really enjoyed it. I just have to get a VR system to play it. That's kind of a requirement. Let's see. Anything else that I actually took pictures of? Apparently not, but there were other games.
Did you have a favorite this year?
If there's a game that I went to more often than any other, it was Mo's game, which is Super Crush KO. Oh. Let's see, where's my highest score? Was it 275? I think it was 275. So you can kind of see the... I should have actually taken a picture of the game itself. But have her, she's the main character. You can kind of see her there.
Oh, okay.
So you play as her, and the idea, there's a bunch of... he gave a great pitch about it. Like something has stolen her cat, and in order to get her cat back, she may just save the universe or something like that. But yeah, it's more of a...
Okay, so let me get this straight.
It's a fun game.
No,
I don't care about the cat. I'll pretend it's a dog, okay?
Let me get this straight. Your favorite game, or the game you went back to more than any of the other ones, is a game about a chick who rescues her cat.
Never saw the cat in the game. Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. You're saving a cat.
It's like beat 'em up game. So it's just like aliens keep popping into the screen, and the idea is just they use the many powers you have to take them out on each screen, move to the next screen, and keep doing these things. And as you're going through, you keep building up a meter and combos. And
either way, by the end of this game, you're saving a cat. I hope you know this.
Yeah, still a fun game. I really enjoyed the developer. He's super nice. If I would have thought about it and knew I was talking about this, I actually would have worn the shirt. I wore it the other day. A red shirt that just says Super Crush KO with like little hearts as periods. So, very cutesy, but it's very good.
I'm not letting you live that down.
Well, it was a good game.
To save a cat.
It's still a good game.
So, did you have any other highlights besides the games, as far as anything that happened, or?
We were going to go to a couple panels, missed them. I was going to go to a What's Good's game panel, missed that. Was going to go to the Borderlands 3 reveal game, missed that.
Did you go to any of them?
No, did not go to any panels. Because the ones I want to go to, I totally missed. So.
No.
But it was still great. The games were awesome, and then the people we hung out with was great. So, showing up at PAX about 5 in the morning in line, to wait till 8 to get in, to wait into another line, to wait till 10 to get in.
Oh, jeez.
But good company. That was half the fun.
So,
came back home to this boring place.
how many companion cubes are you giving PAX East this year?
5 out of 5 this year. Definitely. No companion cubes lost.
Yay!
Not a single one. It was a great experience. Highly looking forward to going back to the South. South is always good too. A little bit cheaper, a little bit closer.
Maybe I'll go.
You should go. I'm going to invite you. I'm going to keep inviting you for the next 6 months. So
how much are the tickets usually? Like the actual tickets for the convention?
$80, $90 for all 3 days.
Okay.
That's all 3 days, and then of course there's hotel, gas, and food.
It's a usual convention.
Yeah, usual thing. Food can be as cheap as you really want it to be. Gas will be split 3 ways, and then hotel will be your part. If you went, would be like $150 or something.
Not bad.
Like 170. So, as long as it's about the same price as the hotel normally is. So, if you want to play things super safe, that's $300 plus gas. You're like $350. Gas, hotel, tickets, and then you just have to eat.
And as far as PAX South goes, you said that's one where the tickets usually don't sell out.
Yeah, they don't sell very quickly at all. So just saying, you should go. Just saying. Don't know when it is yet. It'll be in January at some point.
Speaking of conventions, would you ever decide to go to a convention that's not a gaming convention? As far as would you branch out into like the anime conventions or anything like that?
I don't know. I love the PAX experience. And now I know people at PAX. And I know what they expect. And I love games.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't really know what to expect from a anime convention. Because a gaming convention is about playing the games.
Yeah.
The anime convention are about watching the anime.
Depends which ones you go to. A lot of anime conventions do have video rooms if you want to go in and actually watch anime. The conventions that I have been to as far as anime goes, it's not just anime. It's usually anime, sci-fi, and gaming. Or anime, sci-fi, fantasy, and gaming. The one that I used to go to up north all the time, that's what that one was. And then the one time that I went to CoastCon, it was pretty much the same thing. So it's people who like anime, they have a video game room and do like tournaments and stuff through there, or just go in and try different games. They have board games like tabletop gaming.
Yeah. PAX has a tabletop section, and East this year was bigger than ever. Imagine we work times 4, and that was just board game. That was the board game section.
Yeah. Okay. I'd get lost.
Then there's an upstairs with all the panels and free-to-play rooms where you just go and play games.
Yeah.
Like just not new stuff, but old stuff. You can just go in and play whatever. They have a bunch of video game tournaments.
Yeah. So pretty much besides the fact that
they have places with a bunch of bean bags that you can just sit or lay and just play whatever you have, your handhelds.
Nice.
You just chillax and do nothing. Which I don't understand why you would do that if you paid all the money and everything to get there, unless maybe you're from Boston. But still, there's so many things going on. Why would you just do nothing? But also, the upstairs area, we can play games and lounge or do whatever. All that stays up until midnight, where the show floor closes at 6.
Yeah, with the anime conventions that I've been to, they have the same thing. Some of them stay really late hours. Like the one that I used to go up to north, they had their anime rooms, like their viewing rooms, would stay up till like ridiculously late hours. So it'd be like 2 o'clock in the morning, and you're sitting there watching whatever anime they decided to play. Or they've switched over to the like adult panels. So they have.
You know what? Personally, I don't know how comfortable I would be. I was like, I don't know. Let's get a room with a whole bunch of other people.
Okay, what I mean by adult panels.
You said adult panels.
Yes. Okay. It is.
Mind wins one way.
It is what it sounds like, but it's not what it sounds like. Okay.
Okay.
You can have adult panels as far as then that's when they start showing the weird, dirty anime. Otherwise, they do. That's when they do a bridge series. Mm-hmm. That is when they have special guests and stuff that are more geared towards adults and everything like that. where they want to talk about, like, they actually want to be in their natural element. They don't want to, baby their acts and stuff like that. So it was weird. We went to one where it was Flinton Quinn. He played the voice of Timon on the Timon and Pumbaa show.
Okay.
And then we had another guy who did voice acting for Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, I love Beach and Dragon Ball Z.
And at one point, like, they were asking us for questions, suggestions, anything like that. And they were just talking, having fun. I think it was Flinton Quinn that started singing about Yowie. And that was hilarious. He also, unfortunately, because someone was like, hey, you should do Timon and Pumbaa, going at it or whatever. So someone apparently wanted that. So of course he's like, all right, guys. And so he started doing the voice of Timon. And then I think the guy from Dragon Ball Z chimed in as Pumbaa. And it was just like, oh my childhood has been ruined.
I don't know if we necessarily needed that, but it's a thing that's out there now.
But no, it's really funny, and just being able to, like, talk to them and just everything, like, it was just, like, it really bridges that gap between, of course, like, voice actors or just actors in general and the audience. It was just like a big conversation. So no, it's not just watching hentai in a dark room with a bunch of people.
Your adult panels at night.
But no, like, they have panels from everything from, like, helping you build better cosplay, to just specifically specific fandoms. Like, it's not just anime. The one down here, like Coast Con, they had Doctor Who panels, they had a Walking Dead panel. Like, it just branches all over. So you kind of get all of your interest, all of your fandoms in one place.
And then PAX is just video games.
Yeah. Which
East is, I think, somewhere between 90 and 100,000 people at the convention. And then South is much smaller. I don't know how big it is. I've not heard exactly, but
most conventions I've been to have probably been about South. I've never been to a giant ass convention.
I think even South is probably like 50 or 60,000. So they're big.
Smaller than that.
Yeah. They're very, very, very big conventions. East, I think, got bigger this year. A lot bigger this year. That's why tickets took a lot longer to sell out, because it's just, they have the room and they just keep growing.
Yeah.
I mean, the board game section, like I told you, how big it was. Their board game stuff has gotten so popular that PAX opened a board game convention called PAX Unplugged. That's just board games. That's all it does.
That's cool.
Like, that would be really interesting to check out one time.
And when is that one usually?
I don't remember exactly when that falls.
Use your Sherlock Mind Palace.
I know it's a thing that happens. I think it's in Philadelphia. But that would be really, really interesting to go. I like board games. You've seen our board games. We like board games, but most of those are more, for the most part, more generic, family-friendly, fun, easy board games. So, like, get a group of people together, just have fun. Where, to me, you would tell the board games that most people, if you're talking about a convention, more into things closer, like Catan, and things that are much more complex versus the simplicity of a lot of the ones we have. Catan's awesome. Did you ever actually get to play a good game? Like a legit good game of Catan? Yes, I forget.
Because we played one game and then we tried to do the water one, like the ocean thingamajig one.
I love Catan.
And then everybody got tired and wanted to punch each other, and so we left.
Oh, that happens. Be down to try a whole bunch of other ones. There's a bunch of different, complex, cool, interesting board games.
We really need to find out how we're going to do our D&D thing. Because that's still a thing.
Still trying to do that. We're thinking about doing that somehow. That would require on some kind of regular basis every once in a while having someone else in here.
Yeah.
or 2 other someones, or I don't know what a small group of that could work with. I would think I think you need at least 3. The very least,
because you need
at least
the
the
dungeon master and then
then
who's ever playing.
Exactly. So 3 would be ideal to at least start, but of course more would be more fun, I think.
That makes sense though, right? Because I'm thinking of Stranger Things. Was there 3 or 4 of them? Wasn't there
There are 4 of them.
Yeah. So yeah.
But I think 3 does work. Because like you said, there's the dungeon master, I think, kind of dictating kind of what's going on, what's happening in the world and stuff, and then you at least have the players that are actually doing things. So you kind of need both those elements. And one person, I'm sure could work, but not as exciting. We would at least need a 3rd person to pretend like they wanted to be here to help out. We have a 3rd person who wants to do it, but not extraordinarily available because they have like what my wife would call a real job and does something fancy.
Oh,
our jobs aren't real jobs.
No, I've been told that so many times.
They're not real
life.
jobs.
Yeah.
I mean, we go to them, we work a whole bunch at them, and they're fairly miserable. They're not real jobs.
We spend, 90% of our lives at them, but that's fine.
Not real jobs. Fake jobs. We go there for fun.
I want to throw crackers at people.
Not real jobs. So,
Listen,
all these people with their
I've
real
heard that so
jobs.
many times in my life about different things, and it's like, okay, so now I've gotten something that people consider real-ish job compared to what I've done in the past, and now it's not a real job either. So I don't know what you guys want.
Well, we're trying to move to this other thing. It's not a real job, but I wouldn't care for what people say.
Is it a career? Is that what we're calling it? Because some people call this a career too. Retail.
People call anything a career. Sometimes we're trying to move from our not real job to another thing that people wouldn't call a real job.
Oh, yeah.
But that's what we want to move to.
Yes, because I've heard people use the word high school career. And I'm like, okay, what?
Oh, you tell that to people who are being really successful doing it, and they're way beyond high school. But whatever. Whatever.
But as far as that goes, no, I'd really like that, and I really want to try the werewolf game as well, the one that you were talking about, and that I've seen at Barnes & Noble as well. But I obviously don't have the amount of people needed to survive.
That's the issue. We need a decent group to play it properly. I'd have to look up. There's a whole bunch of kinds, so I kind of just want to find the one I particularly played. It was really easy and really simple, but it would require us to have a decent group, unfortunately.
Are you okay over there?
Just one little random hair, okay? I was getting it off the video. Could be anything. Probably dog hair, because that's what happens.
You have animals.
Yeah, I do have animals. Large animals.
Forgot what I was going to say.
I don't know either.
We're talking about board games.
We're talking about board games. We're talking about cons. We're talking about...
I don't know. I have to finish my fursuit. There it is. I have to finish my fursuit for the next convention that I go to.
So one person on fursuit.
Yeah. Now, were they in just a fursuit, or were they in a fursuit cosplaying as something? Because that happens too.
Oh, sure. I thought for like...
Was the fursuit a naked animal, or was it wearing something?
It was wearing something.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. I saw a fursuit. I don't know. I don't know. We were eating at the time. I thought about getting up and taking a picture, but didn't. Like, Amanda would appreciate this, and then it didn't happen.
I would.
It didn't
Number
happen.
down.
I was
Number
eating.
down.
It was eating. It was too much. It was...
Do you know if it was a partial or a full?
I don't know. I don't remember. It had a head.
You don't remember? It had a head. Oh
It had
my
a head.
god. Okay, so partial is regular human body, but has the head and the paws and maybe some feet paws. But it's wearing like a pair of pants and a t-shirt like it normally would.
I remember the head specifically. I don't remember.
Do you know what animal it was?
It looked like a cat or... I don't know. I saw this for like...
failed me.
There's like 5 seconds as it passed by while I was eating food, okay?
You have failed me.
I know I should have taken a picture.
This is your one mission.
I agree. I failed us all. God. I had enough to think, oh, Amanda would appreciate this. And it was gone. And I was like, all right, well, probably should have gotten a picture.
Interesting. That's pretty cool.
Didn't see quite as much cosplay, I think, as we normally do. But we did personally get a lot of attention.
Yeah.
Our Fortnite characters.
I've heard a lot about it. It's all over Facebook.
Because Sandy shared a lot on Facebook.
I don't know why I got tagged in it, but it's good.
I don't know. We got filmed by IGN and I think a few other news outlets because there were some other people. Who knows if it was big or not? But it was a few other people wanted some film of us or us doing something, and then one enforcer got upset because we were blocking the alleyway. I was like, oh God, you'll be okay. You'll be okay. We were asked to do something. We did something. And everyone who stopped anyway was taking pictures of us anyway, so it's fine. But that was fun. We went on a hunt one time. It's a little, you can scan your badges and get something if you collect all of them.
Yeah.
But as on that hunt, we got to see a lot of people who got pictures. But I do not like children. We know this. It's been very well documented. But there were a lot of kids who really liked us and really wanted pictures with us.
Aww. That's sweet.
A lot of little kids that really wanted pictures and really liked the cosplay a lot. So it was cute.
I remember that.
As far as I'm going with it right there.
Yeah, that's one thing with fursuits that you're kind of stuck with. Is that no matter where you go in a fursuit, most of the time you're going to have kids that want hugs.
Want hugs. Because they've been programmed for that.
I don't remember with FWA when we went. If Chad really got... he didn't really get hugs, but he got a lot of pictures. But that's because his character doesn't scream, hug me.
Hug me.
His character screams, I need to be piloting something, and I will bite you.
Well, my pink bunny didn't scream that.
Yeah.
But there were no hugs. There was almost a hug once. High five. High five. High five.
Deflect.
High five. We'll give high fives. Much better with high fives.
Aw, you broke that child's heart.
You know what? Those kids were thrilled to death to see us in those cosplays. Okay.
Now, how did you guys do with your Tombo and Kiki?
They were fine. We got a few pictures. Mainly Sandy.
Yeah.
Most people call me Waldo. I got called Waldo. I don't know how many times. I found you. Yeah, you did. I appreciate it. Good job. Unfortunately, Waldo and Tombo look a lot alike. Yeah. Like a lot. Other than
I only know the hat.
There's a hat.
Waldo's
and
very popular for.
He has the hat, and he has long sleeves. And Tombo does not have long sleeves or a hat. But other than that, they look remarkably similar. It's like, okay, well, good job on y'all.
It was funny because one year that we went to No Brand Con up north, one of our friends who really hadn't been to a convention before, he decided to just kind of tag along with us. And he wanted to dress up, but he didn't know what to dress up as, so he ordered a Waldo costume. And
People know Waldo.
Oh, yeah. He got so many pictures. So many pictures. And then someone took I don't even think it was us. I think it was someone at the convention randomly. They took a picture from the second floor, looking down at the entire just crowd of people just going back and forth. And there you just see little Waldo kind of just hiding off in the group of people. It was amazing. It was great.
Let's see here. That's a pretty interesting picture. It's actually like almost a top down. Oh, it was at this year's too. Look at that. A picture kind of top down of PAX East. Or a portion of it, a piece of it.
Oh, wow. Nice.
That's of probably about a tenth of the section. And they had bridges. Because they have bridges that go across the top. Mm-hmm. 2 sections with bridges. So people could get some good pictures. Ooh, there's a much better picture. Let me just save it. It'll be simpler. Go down, yeah. Then I get rid of all the way. Let's see a much better picture of PAX East.
Holy shit. I'm not sure I would survive. Just throwing that out there. Yeah,
So
I'd have to be like leashed to somebody.
So yeah, that's a pretty good representation.
You know, like the little kid backpacks that have leashes attached to them and cute little animals. Yeah, I'd need one of those.
That looks like, if I had to guess, more like Sunday. Because Sunday's a little slower than Saturday and Friday. Thursday was the slowest day. It was also the newest. They just added Thursday, so it's pretty insane. It's pretty insane how many people go.
See, it's the one thing I'd be worried about, like with bigger conventions and fursuits, and pretty much any cosplay where you have to wear a mask.
Most of mine have masks.
Yeah, because with fursuits, you pretty much have tunnel vision.
Oh yeah,
You're sitting
I
right here.
When I wore my my
Plague Doctor?
Yeah, Plague Knight one. I mean, it was a plague mask.
Yeah.
And then I put stuff over the eyes because I'm like, I don't want to be able to see into it. So I didn't have any peripheral vision at all, and I was seeing through these little things. I was like, I don't know. I didn't like it a lot because it made me feel like I wasn't actually at a convention.
Yeah.
It made me feel like I was looking through a screen at something that was going on somewhere else.
Yeah.
So I was like, the
Hockey mask?
Yeah, the hockey mask was a lot better. It also got rid of some of my peripheral vision.
Yeah.
But it was actually just clear, so I could see out, and actually, I liked it better.
Yeah, with most fursuit heads, it's like you have the eyes, and then right at the corners where the eyes meet the nose, the black area that most animals have. That's usually the mesh that you actually see through.
Yeah, which I understand. You don't actually have eyes that are that wide.
Yeah.
So, very understandable. I'm sitting here trying to figure out. We got to figure out for next year. Actually, planning ahead this time instead of planning 2 months before the fact and then trying to rush one together.
Well, it still worked out for you pretty well. But
it did work out pretty well, but maybe instead take like 8 or 9 months to put a costume together. That would be a little better. Really appreciate the whole lot more.
Any ideas?
No, we haven't. We gotta figure it out. I mean, the Fortnite ones were really popular, so we've done such a variety of ones. We've done some that were just nowhere close to popular at all. The Fortnite one's by far the most popular we've done. So it's nice to get recognized. Like, oh, you actually know what I am. Oh, you actually like it. Oh, people really like it and they appreciate it and they want to take pictures and stuff. I mean, you're dumb if you cosplay and you don't actually expect pictures or get mad that people want pictures. You dressed up and you don't want people to bother you with pictures? Don't dress up then. Personal opinion. I don't know. I'm not what you would consider a real cosplayer, as in we dress up, we have fun. But I know there's like a lot of this whole community of cosplayers and all this and like rules and things, and I don't know all what's going on over there.
I know, especially if they do have cosplay competitions. Yeah.
So,
which most anime conventions do. Just throwing that out there.
I mean, understandable. I know a lot of people that dress up. I had to take a picture of them. Are you aware of Borderlands at all? Have you seen it?
Am I aware of it? Yes, I'm aware of Borderlands.
Or have you seen anything about it? Like, you know the art style. Okay, well, I mean, that was someone who did some. We saw them. We saw her there.
That's cool.
I think I have a picture of her in my phone. Yeah, I mean, just how they did it. Super cool. So, I just went that this should be cosplay from PAX East. I was just going through, see if I was there. And see some of the characters we actually saw. Cosplay is so cool. It's so fun. It takes a lot of time and effort to put that stuff together. It's really difficult.
It's a lot of fun because you get to, one, just kind of share your interests with other people. It's fun because it's a craft that you work on, you put into. I mean, yes, some people buy theirs, and that's fine. I mean, as long as you're comfortable with it, go for it. And then, of course, just like meeting people with the same interests that maybe if you're just kind of dressed normally you wouldn't meet because you would have no idea that they actually like that thing. So I mean, and then of course there is that gratification. Like, you worked on it and everybody's like, oh, cool, can I take a picture? Or you have the creepy people that are really into it, and that's disturbing. No, like, one of the first conventions that I ever went to, my friend, all she did was put on, like, cat ears and a tail or something like that. Like, just a fluffy tail that she had gotten. And we were just walking around, and some guy's like, hey, can I get a picture with you? She's like, sure. So he handed his friend or whatever the camera.
Of course.
Walked over and then proceeded to kneel down next to her, grab her tail, and like put it up to his face.
Well,
yeah,
that's real weird.
So yes, there are some creepy people out there. Just letting you know.
Unfortunately, it's to be expected.
Yeah.
So that was really cool. Days Gone, PlayStation's booth.
Okay.
The whole back end of it. I have pictures of it, which is better than this one. I just came across a picture. It's like, oh yeah, that was something that was really cool that they did. Let's see.
By the way, he's going to share some of these pictures with you guys
Am I?
on his Instagram.
Am I?
On our Instagram, on his, whatever.
On the back end of it. Next to the people dressed up as freakers.
Oh, that's cool.
So.
That's cool.
Days Gone. Kind of say Days Gone in this.
Yeah.
There was 4 people in the fence. 4 or 5 people in the fence. Reaching out and grabbing for people and making noises and.
That's
like,
sweet.
It was very, very cool. So it was really well done. Very cool.
I like when people. I like when businesses or people or anything just put like really. Like, they put the effort into, like, their booths and stuff like that. Even just basic anime conventions, like people who are doing panels or people who are even just vendors. Even vendors in general. Like, or, well, not really artist. Well, some artist alley. Some people in artist alley do it if they have the space. But, like, set up their booths to actually look really cool and just really represent their art or themselves.
PlayStation usually does a good job. I mean, they're a big business.
I was going to say, it's PlayStation. It's PlayStation.
They should be able to handle it. Should. But it was a great time. I love PAX. I love conventions. If I could go to a lot more of them on just a very, very regular basis.
If you guys want to help us convention hop,
yeah.
We'll get to that point.
Eventually. Hopefully. We want to.
If you guys want to see us do some panels somewhere.
Yeah. What could we possibly do as a panel? This is not a panel. Oh, I mean, it could be. I mean, anything can be a panel.
I was about to say, they do live streaming podcasts as panels.
They do. But if you're not a big name, generally, even if you get a panel, it's like, oh, you'll get a bunch of randos who's like, oh, you put some interesting description. So it's like, oh, let's see what that is. And then as soon as you start, like, oh, you see like half the audience get up, like, okay, yeah, this wasn't what we thought it was. Peace out. And they leave.
That's why when you're working with an audience, interaction.
I'm saying, what kind of interesting thing could we do?
It's called believing in us. Okay.
Believing in us? Woo!
See, Debbie Downer over here.
Debbie Downer. Yeah, that's me.
Doesn't think we have what it takes.
I'm just saying in general. Okay? I'm just saying in general.
That's when you bring it. Well, that's when you start playing games and getting other people's opinions on stuff. Be like, hey, this guy thinks that, the last movie killed Star Wars. What do you think?
Yeah, that's the war we need to start. Right there. Let's go do a place with tens of thousands of people and start a Star Wars war.
Oh. We'd like all of you who agree to go on that side of the room and all of you who agree to go on that side of the room and debate.
And fight!
We will give you all these foam lightsabers. Good luck.
Yeah. I don't think they'd ever allow that to happen. One day.
That's cool. Or that's one of the cool things about anime conventions and stuff too. They can do weird ass panels like that, or weird ass events like foam sword tournaments. They did have a lightsaber battle at one of the ones I went to up north. Really, really cool. There was a woman there who, I don't know if she was wearing it at the time, but she was there as a vendor. Or, no, I think maybe she was just in the artist alley. But she made chainmail suits. Like, she made chainmail jewelry, chest plates, everything like that. It was metalworking. And it was between her and this one guy. Like, they pretty much just competed against everyone else and then was one-on-one, and now I don't remember who won. But it was really interesting to watch. Another weird, interesting thing to watch is a live Final Fantasy battle. Or a live RPG battle. Well, that was our show, you guys.
That was interesting.
Yeah.
I typed in just PAX East Fortnite cosplay and found me and Sandy. So that was pretty interesting. I'm still on it, okay?
Well, I had fun talking to you guys. We're now going to have our own conversation. He's doing that rude-ass thing where you just stare at your phone the entire time.
That's what he's doing.
This is the second time it's happened in the show right now.
Yeah, you got me stuck on it. You talked about PAX, and I was stuck there forever.
What else were we going to talk about?
I don't know. Yeah, conventions are awesome. Mm-hmm. PAXs are awesome. You wouldn't know because you haven't been to one. I'm trying to get you there.
I have not been to a PAX, but conventions are awesome. I missed FWA this year. There's one called Method in September. Well, it's actually Memorial Day weekend. It's the very end of August, going into September. But don't know if I'm going to go to that. Otherwise, I don't really know of any other ones going on. At least those are furry conventions, so I don't know about anime conventions going on.
There's hundreds through the year.
Oh yeah, I know there are.
Everything, big and small.
Mm-hmm.
PAX are some of the bigger ones. PAX West and East especially. They get up there with like Comic-Cons and stuff, so.
There are some pretty big ass fur meets too. And anime conventions, Jesus.
I think one of the bigger ones is what? MomoCon?
I want to say yes.
It's one I've heard about a lot. I feel like it's a bigger of the anime conventions.
Largest anime convention. Anime Expo.
I've heard of that too.
It holds on to the top spot.
How many people?
Doesn't say. It's just like the first thing that comes up.
It's very outdated. Don't tell me what 2011 had.
It's had since 2015. Anime Boston. What do I need about 2003? 2003 and 2012 do not.
Aren't as helpful?
I'm just gonna go to 2019 because that would work better. Okay, 11 largest North American anime conventions of 2016. At least that's close. Anime Expo had approximately 100,420 bodies.
There you go. That rivals East and West right there.
Acon is 32,000, Anime Central is 31,000, Anime North is 29,000, and Otakon is 29,000.
Yeah, PAX quit giving out their numbers. I said ever since East overtook West, they don't give out numbers anymore.
Ah.
East is technically bigger than West now because it had more room to grow. West can't grow any more than it is now because of the city it's in.
Makes sense.
So yeah, they don't give out numbers, which kind of sucks. But they're somewhere In 2011, PAX West had 70,000. You know, that was 8 years ago, and I know they went up from there. And I know East is even bigger than that, so I don't know the actual numbers because they don't give them anymore, but that's been a while. Conventions. If you've never been to one, go to one. According to what it's about, I mean, what do you enjoy? If you're watching us, that could be anything because we we have such an array of stuff. But if it's video games, I can't recommend PAX East enough. If it's anime, apparently
there's a bunch.
There's a whole bunch.
It just depends. I would suggest going to one that's close to you, just to start out with. They're usually going to be smaller unless you already live in a bigger city. But just go to one that's a bit smaller, so you just get the feel of what's going on and everything, and you don't get so lost in the crowds like that you don't make the panels that you want to see, or that you spend more time just literally walking around than you do actually enjoying the convention.
So you say that. PAX East was my first convention.
You're also a crackhead, but
Yeah,
we'll just go with that.
no, for sure. I remember. I wish I remember what year. I have to really figure out what year was my first year going. God, it was cool. It was such a cool experience that I've gone every single year since. So,
well, it's like, as I said, when I started at No Brand Con, I did the same thing. It was like every single year I went to No Brand Con, and then it's like I missed one, and then I wasn't able to go. So,
money.
Yeah,
Money's hard. And then I've been to every South that's happened. Ever since it started, I've been to it. And I have no intention of missing. I'll take out a loan to go to South. I'm going to South. Okay? I don't care who's going with me. I am not missing a South. I've been to every single South since it started. Even if I had to miss East one year.
Yeah.
Which I don't want to. I really, really don't want to. But if I had to. The South. It's cheap enough. If I can't figure out how to get that money throughout the year,
yeah,
you know what? I might as well be homeless, okay? It's so much fun.
What time are we at?
I mean, we're still kind of, I feel like we're like, we could say we're at 60, 70%. I mean, we should go a little longer, I think. I think we should.
Well, I have to use the bathroom, that's why.
It's fine. Go handle it. I will. She's got to use the restroom. That's more than fine. You handle that. I'm going to talk to the audience for a minute.
This is like a 2 to 3 hour podcast.
I'm going to talk to the audience for a minute. We're going to talk about me surfing the phone
Yeah.
and looking at my pictures.
Yeah.
Okay? Hello, audience. How are you? Hope you've enjoyed this. You can use this time as an intermission as well. Go handle or do anything you would like. Apparently she's drank a little too much. It's still fairly early. We got through the last one all right. This one, on the other hand, not as well. Kit Kat, take this time to go down in the comments. Leave a comment down below. Let us know what things so far. I mean, we're halfway, a little over halfway probably. Let us know how things are going. Maybe one day you'd like to go to a convention. You could join us. It would be fun. Let us know. Comments, or you could private message me or Facebook or something. We could make something work. It'd be fun. I'm trying to convince Amanda here. It's proving to be rather difficult. But we got you. It'd be four. It'd be four of us. We could all have a good time. It'd be great. Anyone else? I don't know who you are. If you might be watching. See if go to Back South. It's a lot of fun. Would love to see you there. Let me know if you're going to be there. We'll meet up. Do something. Even if it has to be like a Five Guys or something. Have some food. Meet up. Chit chat a little bit about the games if you like games. I enjoyed. I can't tell. The shirt from a really cool game. Or actually not. Cool studio. Their game was pretty interesting too. It's like a fighting game mixed with chess. You would fight, and if you won, you got to move your piece, and then you would fight for that spot, and it would just keep going. It was very, very interesting. But the studio has an awesome, it's called Kaiju Stomp, and their shirts were pretty amazing, so I bought a couple. Pretty awesome. Also, I didn't mention that I played Control there. If you like games, you've heard of Control. It's done by Remedy. Really fun. I actually enjoyed it. Crashed the game. Yeah, I went backwards a little bit, and the game didn't appreciate that. But still fairly early. So, looks like Amanda's back.
it was one of those times where it's like, if I just sit here any longer, I'm just gonna explode.
And that's fine.
Like
It's fine.
my bladder was like, nope, no, the cup's too big. The cup is too big.
The cup is too big, but no matter. I entertained the audience while you were
Oh,
around.
okay. What'd you guys talk about?
Things.
Thanks.
Talked about Kit Kat a little bit.
Oh, okay. Did you have a nice, lovely conversation with him?
Yeah, did. Maybe he'll respond down like I told him to. Or he won't, I don't know.
We really just need to do live ones. No.
A little bit harder. Just a smidge. Alright, we've talked about cons for like 45 minutes, I think, or something.
It's a big topic, okay?
That's a fun topic.
But I figure maybe we should move on to the show.
This is like the game.
Yeah.
You don't know you're in it until someone says something.
You've been dreaming this whole time, okay? We actually haven't been recording. We're just starting again.
Ah! I think if you mention the game and people hear you mention the game, you've lost the game.
Yes.
So you've now lost the game.
First
You're
time
welcome.
I heard about that was at the first convention I ever went to.
First time I heard about this was like last year. Okay.
Oh, really?
I've been out of the loop of that forever. I have no idea what that was.
Jesus.
Come on. We knew I was sheltered as a child, okay?
There's sheltered as a child, and then there's them.
So I knew
Because
nothing.
it was all over the internet. All over
I
the
was sheltered
internet.
as a child, okay? I didn't know about the game. Okay. Last year I was like, what is this? What? I'd like research it and crap, okay? I didn't know what it was.
It got so bad at the convention that I was at that after the third year maybe, one of the guys who helped run the convention literally came out and was like, by the way, guys, and he said, I can't remember exactly what he said, but he made this big speech thingy and he was like, and that means that essentially the game does not exist. And so we're like, yay, we're free.
The game will always exist.
Yeah, exactly. But it just got so bad, like people were literally interrupting stuff that was going on by like screaming out, like, you lost the game. And then of course everybody's like, ah. So it was actually starting to interfere with things. And so he just shut the entire thing down.
It doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but it is what it is. It is something there.
It's a thing.
No different. Differently kind of. Well, anyway, when we're waiting in line, each year the line has gotten smaller and smaller. It's crazy. I mean, the queue line for the line has gotten smaller. They keep making the convention bigger, or the things bigger, but in doing so, they're making the line space shorter or smaller. It's working out all right. But people will they'll just have like metal bars going down, but they're not. I mean, they're not permanent or anything, so they can be knocked over. So if people go to under them and they'll knock one over or something, and they'll like knock two or three or something, the entire crowd will erupt into cheering. Just a thing. If you knock one over, you get a big cheer. It points out you did something you weren't supposed to do.
Oh my goodness.
It's great. It's pretty awesome.
Interesting.
It's also pretty awesome that one of the it was the first or second day, because try to get first in line so you get in to get first into something that's big, so you don't have to wait hours and hours while the convention's open to get into something big. So we're first in line, and you have to go down and around and then come back down into the line. Well, someone decided they wanted to skip underneath. Well, one of the enforcers caught him. Like, oh no, buddy, you knew. You come on back. Come on back. You're not going to do that. People. Oh, and also, oh God. This year, a lot worse than previous years. I didn't even know. I mean, YouTubers go to these conventions to meet people and stuff. But they had Jacksepticeye, which I'm sure you've at least heard of. Maybe not. Anyway, and there were some other YouTubers. I don't remember who was all there. But the thing is, PAX, for these particular people, you would get in line with us, which sucked. But they'd go in, and there was like, they had wristbands that they come back later. So whoever was first in line, the first so many people could get the wristbands so they come back later to be in the panels. And one of the days they had Jacksepticeye. But it was just all these little tweens out there in line with us. And it was just so annoying. It really was. Because they would wait in line with us in the morning times. It was just like, oh my God. But when you got to the point where it's like the wristbands are over here or way down this alley, and then to get to the main show floor, the wait in line for that was this way. You would see like 90% of the people merge off into that line, and you just see us go this way. And it's like, thank God. Thank God.
Oh, you know you love hanging out with the teeny boppers.
Oh, God. A bit annoying.
A bit?
This little girl was so mean, so rude to her mother.
Oh, geez.
Who was waiting in line with her to help her do this and help with things. And my God, you're just so annoying. So annoying. No, all of them were terrible. But enough of them were not that great. All they want to do is run. When the doors open and everything. Because we have of course, security first. Outside the convention. So you wait in line. Then everybody comes out and stuff. And they have to check your bag. You have to walk through a metal detector and all that crap. And you get in. And there's an enforcer waiting for the people, some of the first few people. And then you have to stay behind said enforcer. So they can manage people not running. But you had these teeny boppers who really wanted to run to get first in line and really run and get ahead of people and push people by. And the point that they were asking, like one of the other enforcers while we're trying to get on some escalators to go down, if they could go around people, if they could just run to the place. Like, no, you cannot run. It was just like, oh my God. They were so pushy. Oh.
But you love kids.
And see, when I say kids, I don't understand. I mean, like, practically anyone, like, 18 and down. I don't count. I mean, some teens are not bad. Some are not bad. But just anything. If you're still in school, you're almost just not that great. There's been exceptions to the rule. There are exceptions. Riley's pretty awesome. But they're definitely... These little tweens. God.
Well, they're everywhere at conventions. Any convention. Every convention. But yes,
no, it's not as bad. See, our normal people that are waiting for video games understand and get things. But they were here just pretty much for those YouTubers. It's like, oh, God. That's what made it annoying.
Sorry, I was just thinking about something. Trying to make a living out of YouTube.
Yeah, it's a thing.
But we're blaming YouTubers for bringing teeny boppers to
I
conventions.
mean, that's how it is. It was still annoying.
You're gonna have fangirls one day.
No. I don't need them.
I'm sorry. You can act like the biggest jerk to them. They apparently like bad guys. You're good.
Oh, God. I'm not wearing a mask on here from now on. They don't know what I look like. No.
Because we only have how many episodes before this one?
Not important. I'll be like Sia.
And an Instagram that has how many pictures?
Doesn't matter. It'll be Sia, just wear big hair.
Just pull your beanie down. There you go. A new beanie, by the way.
I mentioned it on your break.
Oh, okay.
Control.
He doesn't mention it to me, but he.
I thought about mentioning, and just didn't. We kind of got a video games a little bit, or which games I had played. Control was a game I played.
Did you mention that one as far as what it was?
Third-person action game, sci-fi based. Pretty cool, pretty fun.
And then your shirt.
I mentioned that on the break too.
Oh, okay.
Guys, you help. Not the name of a game. Not the name of a game. Not the art from a game. The game they were showing off was a mixture between kind of interesting, like drawing art that was mixed between a fighting game and chess.
Okay, well, I'm going to be honest. Their t-shirt designer needs a little bit of work. Because this entire time that you've been wearing this shirt, even when we had filmed our other episode, all I thought it said was Kaiju. Could not read Stomp.
Yeah. They mentioned that because I bought all three of their shirts because they look awesome. It's a studio name. Awesome designs. Both the other ones I really like too. They did all this on, what was it? done a lot of this. Most of all it was done on the computer, but they did it with certain softwares
Yeah.
that wasn't really meant for like super art stuff.
Yeah.
But anyway, they said on the computer this stood out a whole lot more.
Aww.
But when it got
sad.
printed out onto the shirt, it blends a lot with the background. Oh, that's a little disappointing. Even for them, that was disappointing.
Yeah, until you looked down and said Kaiju Stomp, I was like, oh, okay. There's another word there. My bad.
There is another word there. So, awesome studio name with artwork and stuff, but it's not the game.
No. Is that creature in anything that they have? Like,
It's just one of their things for their studio name. That's it.
okay.
Yeah.
Go you. So, I feel like it is now time to delve into
The
this show.
unknown and answer your questions.
So, we've talked about movies, we've talked about, of course, the gaming, conventions, everything like that. But over March, a lot has changed in the show as well.
And we made sure we saved it for an hour and 40 minutes or so into the podcast to make sure.
Yeah, we let them in with movies and then conventions and games, and now we're going to talk about boring shit. That makes sense. And then we have to promise them that there's going to be like a Marvel level in credits thing that they have to stay for.
Is there?
I thought you had this one.
Maybe we'll figure out something by the end. Well, there's been a few shakeups.
A few shakeups.
A few shakeups.
Let's see. At the beginning of March, we had 4 shows. We had 5 shows. What's in the box is weird, okay?
No, that makes 6. We had 5 shows.
When the fuck do we have 5 shows?
We have Monday through Friday. The original.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh! Let's Palaver, Breaking Prisms, Unlocking
I
the
forgot,
Beyond,
okay.
Would You If, and then I'm Not Sorry.
I'm so proud of you. You remembered all the names of the shows.
Look at that. Look at me being
And then
fancy.
what's in the box?
What's in the box? We do the 6th show once a month.
Got it.
Now we don't have I'm Not Sorry.
Yes.
It felt like we did a cool, good run of that, and we might bring into something else at some point. We don't know.
Yeah, when it came down to it, it's like each one kind of moved into the next one or was kind of a standalone. And then by the end of it, the very last one that we did, we felt it kind of just rounded it out. Like, that was the umbrella that covered all the rest of the ones we did.
It was a cool season of that show. 6 episodes, really solid, really good. And then maybe later on, maybe next year, or maybe something, we'll do another cool 6 episodes, and we'll find some other topics and build something out nice with that. If y'all like that show,
Yeah.
if anyone goes back and watch it, I don't know.
So, when it really comes down to it, what you've learned is that we know that when a series has come to an end, and we're not dragging it out and beating it down, like some studios and stuff do.
Yeah. So, then we changed up the format of a couple shows, so not a lot.
So we dropped I'm Not Sorry, and then we changed our Breaking Prisms into a fully review show.
Yeah, much more review-y versus long-form discussion.
Yes, it is no longer it's a short summary compared to a full summary.
Yes.
We are no longer a wiki page. We are the little review you get on the back of the DVD.
Yeah, we're trying to be more reviewing. A little shorter. Maybe don't have as much time. Give it a little easy, quick little watch.
We also have a new rating system that we've decided to adopt with our Breaking Prisms, and you heard it at least once during the show when I asked him how PAX was. Do you guys remember? Are we going to quiz you on this? Yes. I'm staring into the light, and I'm dying.
I kind of semi-hit it. I don't know if it worked very well. Now back. Companion Cube. Put that right there too.
So we are now rating what we watch or play or pretty much anything on companion cubes. Like, how many companion cubes did we have to lose to get through this movie or game or challenge or whatever? How many companion cubes did you lose trying to survive today?
How many companion cubes did you lose trying to get through this episode? All companion cubes.
So we try to do it out of 5. So obviously, if you only have one companion cube left, you're not doing so good.
About 1 out of 5. You get to 1 out of 5. It's pretty easy. And it's fluffy, and it's cute. And if you ever played Portal, like us, you love companion cubes.
Yay! Yes, you feel very attached to them, and it's just traumatizing. Just traumatizing when you figure out that your buddy's not staying with you forever. What the hell are you doing?
I was trying to find the right way to put it.
There it is. It's right there.
There it is. That's the one I want. There we are. Ba-bam. Beautiful companion cube.
We have also played with Unlocking the Beyond.
I mean, it's not much different than it was.
Well, originally it was us coming to the table with some kind of weird knowledge, I guess. And now it's me coming to the table with weird knowledge to teach you all the stuff you probably don't need to know in your life.
Try to be halfway informative. Come on. Teach the people all the weird things out there.
Like the difference between a siren and a mermaid?
Yeah, like that. Like that.
You remember
Now the real question is, what's the difference between a siren and
a harpy?
and a harpy?
I don't know.
And is there one?
I don't know. I really don't. I don't know that one. And I did note that for our Let's Palaver today, or the one we filmed, because Sai, I think it was, he describes the train coming through. He's like, you can...
Like a siren.
No, he says harpy.
Oh, yeah, he's harpy, yeah.
Hellish harpy or something like that.
Yes, he does say that, yes.
I was like, yay.
I do remember that.
I wrote that down, but I think we had skipped over it, so I was like, yeah, it's fine.
Gotta skip over certain things.
But it was important.
At some point, we're just gonna read the whole book. Like,
hey, if you guys...
and we don't want that, because you don't want my reading through the whole book, I promise.
If you guys like to hear us reading, actually, you should check out our April 1st video of Let's Palaver, where we read Charlie the Choo Choo.
Yes, Charlie the Choo Choo. We actually did read a whole book. Small book, very small book. But
I was kind of sad that we didn't have the book to show the pictures and stuff of traumatized kids, and
I was a little disappointed at myself. It shows how much we don't prepare for things.
yeah, we'll get there in life.
Will we? If this ever becomes our primary job, I promise we'll get our crap together. Because we'll have no excuse then.
We need to do this to survive.
You get a better quality show if it's our only thing that we have to worry about. I promise.
The quality will only improve if you guys make us. Is that what you're trying to say?
We can only do so much.
If you guys encourage us, we'll do better. Right now, we're kind of just working on our own.
We're trying. Trying hard.
Was there anything else that we've been playing around with the show that we'd like to bring up?
No, only maybe doing something new.
Yes, we've talked about things like animals and anime.
Yeah. Well, we might touch on something. I want to. Try to expand to a wider audience or narrow down a channel to something a little more very, very focused. It's beyond our focus because our channel is way beyond any focus at this point. Maybe focus down on something very particular. Was it too much?
I'm done. Guys, this is my last time on the show. Stefan will be taking over from now on.
What is Kit Kat like? What does he want?
Sit here and talk to you one-on-one.
We had a very intimate conversation earlier, okay?
Apparently I should leave more often.
Just saying.
It's like, you like break down the views of the show and it's like, that is the most watched part.
I don't know how you go and find
That'd
that
be
very
hilarious,
specific spot.
But that would be hilarious. Just like the most watched. Why is there a random part in the middle of the video that people just skip to?
We'll have 2 views on this one. We'll have Kit Kat's view, and then some other random person that clicked on like, oh no, I don't like these people left.
He has no faith.
I do not.
How are our views? Have we checked recently?
Not great.
Have we checked on our... Oh, by the way, Twilight Zone. We've not talked about Twilight Zone at all.
Yeah.
Good job.
Since we, started doing the new one?
Yeah. I thought maybe you would have brought that up in your intimate conversation with these people.
I did not. Oh, well, look at this. We might have something new. Oh, never mind. It's a thing I already saw. Kit Kat's comment.
Oh.
Good old Kit Kat.
Why is mine not showing the views right now?
So far, we have 4 views on a Twilight Zone episode. Only 4. Slightly disappointed. But it's the one episode that Kit Kat doesn't watch, so... Alright. Yep. Actually, our highest thing we've had in... Our second highest thing we've had in the last, 3 weeks is Charlotte Choo Choo.
The 6 views?
Yeah. And only higher by the first Twilight Zone episode.
Yeah, the Hitchhiker, it has 8.
But some of our other Twilight Zone stuff has really jumped up. Our old stuff. Because now we're over 100 views. 105 views for Perchance to Dream.
What is with that episode? Oh my goodness.
And then 75 on our first episode. So, quite interesting.
Can someone please, because you guys haven't yet, can someone please tell me what is this with the Perchance to Dream thing? Even if people are clicking on the video and then clicking off of it, I still want to know why they clicked on it in the first place.
Why does it have more views than anything else on the channel? Very curious. So yeah, our stuff for a while here has been kind of in a downward spiral. So, can only do so much.
We've done a lot.
We're going to do more. Somehow. Our top 10 videos. It's all based on watch time, though.
Oh.
I hate the watch time ones because, I mean, if Kit Kat watches most of our videos, then it doesn't matter. If he only watches some of our long ones once, it takes over to be the most watched video because they're longer episodes. Like Bandersnatch right now is our most watched video because it's a long episode.
Yeah.
So one view automatically counts. Be more interesting if we could find a video that was short. That's one of our most watched videos. They're like, there's the one. That's what I'm looking for. Oh, there we go. I don't know which videos they are. We have 2 dislikes.
Aren't those from ages ago? One was on Let's Palaver.
Oh, I think these are new.
Oh, okay.
Within the last 28 days. We have 2 dislikes.
Interesting.
Let's see if I click. Can I click on this? Will you tell me? You're not going to tell me. Okay, that's fine too. I froze it.
Interesting.
Okay, well, pages for something. I broke it. This likes broke everything.
I'm sorry, your iPhone's superior to what?
Oh, there we go. We're back. So yes.
Okay, well, it's not on Twilight Zone. Is it on Charlie the Choo-Choo?
It could be on any of them. Nope. Oh, there's one of them right there.
Is it Lake Monsters?
No. I shot an arrow into the sky. That's one of them.
Well, that was a horrible episode.
And apparently they thought it was a horrible episode for us as well. Whoever decided to dislike it. So that's one of them.
And how is
Oh God.
Oh no.
I'm not sorry for chasing my dream is another one of them.
Whoa. Okay.
Yep.
Apparently,
Our positivity about going after your dreams, people didn't like.
I'm sorry, what did we talk about then? People not believing in us? Well, shit.
Whatever. Whatever. All right. What do we end on this? What do we want to end here? What do we have? We have anything interesting?
I don't think so.
What's in the box?
Oh, Jesus. I actually watched that recently. It was on TV, and I was like, you
What?
know what? I'm watching it.
What?
7.
Okay. Make sure. Blah. Find a good one here. We'll find a good one. A weird one, but it's a maybe. That's a maybe. What do we have in here? Nope, we're not going to do that right now. Fire! What is in our box? Okay. We have some interesting ones in here. We have some very interesting things.
I honestly don't remember half the shit we put in our box now.
All right. Well, we have colors you're drawn to,
You already know my colors.
but maybe they don't, and why you're drawing and what you like. Maybe like frustrations with technology, living in anime. If you could live in an anime, wishes, favorite animes, roommates, walking in people's shoes, space exploration, and frustrations with technology. This is what we have at the moment. As always, if you'd like to submit some questions to the box, we'd appreciate that.
Maybe we'll actually use them this time.
Maybe we'll talk about something other than conventions and movies for 2 hours.
Well, this was a convention month, so
It was, but
next month we won't have that. So. Though I do want to go to the oddities and curiosities and oddities expo, or oddities and curiosity expo. I don't know. When we originally started the show, we had found it and we were like, we want to all go to this, and then it never happened.
we lost most of the people.
We never talked about it again.
We lost most of the people. It went from 4 to 2 very quickly.
Yeah, something like that. It was like 4, 3, 2, 3, 2.
Yeah, very quickly. I mean, I can't imagine us finding a third person. I know, again, Laura, who was with us last month, would do a lot. She had time to do a lot, I feel like. Mm-hmm. She seems to enjoy it. Very comfortable on camera. Has no issue speaking her mind.
And then, of course, you get to watch those two fight.
Yeah, it's that's fun too.
And I just... over in the corner.
So that was a whole thing to itself. I mean, we go over favorite animes. This has
I
been...
feel like we've done that, though.
Have we? It's in here.
You
I
know
don't
how
know.
many What's in a Boxes we've had?
We had a bunch of small ones.
I just meant talking about our favorite animes.
I'm just saying it was in here, okay? That's all I'm saying. That's the colored one.
Colors we are drawn to. Obviously black. For both of us.
Well, I especially wear a lot of black. You do too, but I tend to wear a lot of black. Today is less than normal. I actually have blue jeans and a gray cap because it's new, and then my black pants are dirty from PAX. So,
Oh, don't forget, we can wear jeans now.
oh yeah, that's a whole thing, isn't it?
Yep.
I still should probably wear my black pants.
Yeah. I wear black jeans now, so it's like, okay, not much of a step, but they have better pockets, so I'm happy. But yeah, apparently it was just a, how can we make the associates happier? Well, what about jeans? And the dude was literally like, I don't care. And then the next day it was up on our board. Yeah.
Okay, sure. I was fine wearing my black pants. I'm pretty happy with that, truthfully, but I think this is literally the only pair of jeans I have right now that aren't torn in some way.
Oh, yeah, I'm pretty much wearing my black jeans, so. Like I said, they just have better pockets than my other pants, so that's why I like them. So, besides black, colors we are drawn to.
I think you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and red.
Red.
Hence the,
Also, red ink that's on there. No.
his red beanie he usually wears. The red octopus sitting in the corner.
Mm-hmm. I love red. If there's a color I'm drawn to, if you make it red, there's a chance I'm going to that.
So you guys, if you have products to sell and you want Stefan to buy it, make it red.
Even one of these shirts was red. So I love red very much. Red anything. If it's red or any other color, 9 times out of 10, I'm going with red.
Most of the time I'm drawn to blues and teals, like especially teal. Like I've noticed that a lot more when no, not my favorite. We're not going with my favorite now. We're just saying colors we're drawn to. But I've noticed while
I
putting
feel like those are the same thing.
what, blue and teal?
No, colors we're drawn to and our favorite colors.
No, it's not the same thing.
They're the same thing for me. My
Okay.
favorite color is the color that I'm drawn to. I'm drawn to it because it's my favorite color.
Colors. You put an S on the end of there. Anyways, what I'm saying is as far as I've noticed colors that I've been drawn to or that I use or anything like that, at my workplace, I've noticed that when I'm putting stuff out, usually I will put said color up front. Even though we're supposed to be doing the red, green, blue,
RGB?
Yeah, that thing. I still end up usually putting the blues and the greens and the teals. So pretty much cool colors. I really like cool colors. But no, my favorite color scheme is fall colors. So orange, red, yellow, brown.
You've named like 8 colors now. And he's like, I'm drawn and really like these 8 colors.
If you've ever actually seen my character that my fursuit is based off of, she's literally teal, and then her hair and her tail and everything like that are fall colors. Specifically for those reasons.
No. My favorite color is red. I tend to wear a lot of black, because I like black a lot. And then if there was a third color I was going to go with, it would probably be teal.
Yeah.
I do like teal. And I think it meshes well with red and black
Yeah.
and stuff. Playing Anthem, all my suits are a combination of red, black, and teal.
Yeah.
In different manners and different ways. And so, big fan.
My old color scheme, like growing up, like what the colors that I really liked were blue, black, lime green, and silver.
I've always liked red. I've always been a fan of red. It's always been my favorite color. I'm immediately drawn to red, no matter what. Like I said,
It's your bloodlust, okay?
I guess so. It's something.
It is. It's your just you seeing red all the time. You're angry.
My favorite color scheme to wear is black and red. Like, all right, black pants, maybe a black and red shirt, red beanie, and red and black shoes. I'm like, all right, red and black all the way.
You have red shoes.
Huh?
I said you have red shoes as well.
That's what I said, black and red.
No, you said throw on some random black shoes.
No, I said red and black
red
shoes.
and black.
Not random black.
I heard random black. Sorry.
Red and black shoes, because those are the ones I know.
I can't hear today. I've had problems all day.
I have black ones. I have red ones. I have black and red ones. Again, I'm drawn to those colors so much in anything. Occasionally, I mean, this is actually technically brown.
Why does it? I was gonna say, is it supposed to look
Yeah.
faded? Okay, so it has that vintage look
It has
to
like black, but it has like this like brownish over.
yeah, it's distressed. It's a vintage distressed look.
So yeah, but I loved.
I
mean,
thought it was
this was really cool looking.
Yes,
I love the color scheme it has on the front.
I really like that. I thought your shirt was dirty. I'm sorry.
No, just brand new, never been washed or anything.
It looked like you had been like rubbing up against a tree or something, but we're rolling around in the dirt.
There's this one. There's a navy blue one that has like a Godzilla-looking creature on the front of it, and there's a red one with which has like, think of this, but maybe like more like sideways without the horns. It's kind of their one. They had a big giant banner of that as well.
Yeah.
But the shirt is just red with that, and that is more gray. But the banner they had, the creature was actually more of these colors kind of spread out across the scales.
Oh, that's
It looks
cool.
so cool. Like, God, I wish I had y'all's banner as a shirt, because that actually... He said, well, they had... they made the shirt logo, but they went ahead for the banner. Their artist guy went in and just fiddled with the colors a little bit. I'm like, that looks pretty awesome.
You think that would have been your $25 shirt right there. Like, these are cool $10 ones, but that would have been your $25 one.
It was really cool. And I wish the logo was bigger. Because on that one, the logo is about like that big.
Aww.
It's kind of small compared.
Yeah.
And I wish it was more the size of this. But still, cool shirts. How about them? They were $10 a piece compared to most of the shirts at the convention were at least $25. So I got 3 for barely more expensive than 1. So I was pretty happy with that. We're back in conventions again. God.
We can't escape, okay? It's like our last What's in the Box when we talked about Harry Potter.
It was kind of some superhero stuff. Mario
versus Pac-Man.
Versus Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
As far as the most recognizable character. You're going to argue with me that Mickey Mouse isn't the most recognizable character.
Mario.
3 circles, and you have the most recognizable character probably to ever and will ever exist.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Mario, but the mouse takes it. The mouse takes everything.
The biggest one was we were trying to figure out Pac-Man versus Mario. And then I don't know
the
where
mouse
I
takes
don't know
all.
I don't know where Mickey came in there, but yeah.
Well, I think she was arguing something against Mickey because
no.
it wasn't.
Well, originally it was we were talking about Pac-Man being super recognizable, and you're like, it's Mario, and I was like, I don't know, it's Pac-Man, and then somehow that transitioned to Mickey Mouse. Trust me on this because my memory is better than yours.
No.
Yeah. I don't want to hear it, mister. If we leave this room without reminding you about something, it's gone.
I think I was arguing the mouse the whole time. And Laura switched between Mario and Pac-Man.
We'll just have to, I'll have to just...
Because I would agree that it would be a hard toss-up between Mario and Pac-Man. But I will argue to the death that Mickey's more recognizable than either of them.
I don't know. I feel like I have to start making transcripts for all of our episodes, okay? And then giving you a nice little file system so that if there's ever anything, we can highlight it.
With an actual audience, they could tell us who's right and who's wrong.
Kit Kit, do you remember?
Kit Kat, you're our only audience.
Maybe he'll remember for us.
I know he watched the episode. He commented on it, so...
I don't think he's gonna want to go back to another 3-hour episode just to figure this out.
He just has to remember.
Oh, yeah.
He's has a better memory than both of us.
He does.
And we'll just have to pretend to actually take his word on it.
I know you tried to win favoritism by having your little one-on-one conversation.
You gotta do what you gotta do. It's been decent. Not as long as last time.
Well, we also had a third person to bounce ideas off and kind of just rotate conversation with.
There was a massive debate there as well.
This is going to be kind of one of those, like, okay, we felt around all our little things. We pulled something out of the box for once, talked about it, ended up at conventions again.
Still at conventions, that's hard.
And then recognizable characters. So.
Oh, that was last month anyway. Is there nothing else exciting that happened in March?
Really, no.
God,
nothing.
Our lives are boring.
Our lives are really boring.
I created costumes. That took up a big chunk of March. Me trying to put costumes together and playing Anthem.
I tried to survive work. Yeah.
That's always the thing.
I've been playing The Puppeteer.
Oh, yeah, you did. Yeah. Got it from me. Puppeteer's pretty awesome.
It is.
Love
It
Puppeteer.
really is. I don't know if I'm going to like. I want to go back and like use all the heads, but I don't really know if I want to play the game that many times.
Which I
So-
understand.
I might just make it to the end and then go back the ones I really remember, and then probably just go ahead and pass that back on because it's fun. But there's some tedious levels where it's like, I don't want to do this again.
I understand. I really wouldn't mind replaying that. That was such a good game. Such a
It
cool
is.
game.
It's really good. The controls were wonky at first because you're controlling two different characters to do two different things. So if you're in the high speed areas, like him zooming along the threads, or him just bouncing on stuff, and you're trying to get her or the cat to unlock things in the background at the same time, it gets a little.
It's also good for a single player.
Yeah.
Get Chad in there. Chad, I need your help. I think I played a lot of it with Sandy. Got her to play the little background character, help her do things.
Maybe he'll play the rest.
I think
of
you
it
plan
with me.
on moving over to Portal next.
I want to, really want to. Well, Portals. Yeah.
I can't help you with the first one, but
Huh? I thought it was Portal and then Portals. Because you think
I thought it was called Portal 2.
Oh, well, maybe. I don't
What
know.
do you mean, maybe?
I don't know. Look it up.
Sweet Lord.
You
Back to
have the
phone.
games.
I do. That's why I said I think it's called
Oh.
Portal and Portal 2.
Oh.
Not Portals. This is not
There's
Alien
Portals.
Aliens.
Well,
Let's find out if I'm right here. Let's find
you're
out.
probably right. You're the gamer, remember? I have played Portal 2 already, though. Or Portals, or whatever.
Portal 2.
Good
Just
job.
Portal 2. 10 out of 10 on Steam. I will agree. It is phenomenal. It came out in 2011. God.
It's only, 8 years ago?
I know! Actually, almost exactly 8 years ago. April 18th,
Oh,
2011.
Yikes.
God.
I'll try to beat Puppeteer, and then on the 18th, I'll be like, this is the anniversary, I'm starting it. Again.
You know what? If you don't like gaming, let us know. Maybe we'll do something with gaming.
Yeah.
I love gaming to death.
At 2 hours and 11 minutes in.
You know what? Kit Kat is listening. Kit Kat, you like gaming? You want us to talk about some games and stuff? Or maybe play games or do something along those lines? You let me know. Let me know.
Or let me know. You don't have to let him know.
Let
You can
me know. Don't let her know. She doesn't know. Let me know.
You can let me know. I'll maybe tell him.
I know you know her better and you have her number and all that fun stuff. It'd be easier probably to let her know, but let me know.
Fine. Make him feel special. Let him know.
Ugh.
Send him a little message in the inbox.
What could we do? I don't know. You don't have the old system, but I've got new stuff.
I have the old system, but you have new stuff. How does that make sense?
You have you have PS3 and stuff. But
Oh.
I have PS4.
Yeah.
And what could we do? What would y'all like us to do? I love games. Love it so much. My ultimate passion right there, video games.
Mine was art. I don't know what it is anymore. I really don't.
My issue is that I like too many things. I like way too many things. And I cannot possibly do all the things that I actually enjoy doing. It's impossible. So I have to pick and choose, and it's so difficult. It's so hard. Games tend to win out more often than not. But
I have a lot of interests, but yeah, I usually don't do most, if not all of them.
it's hard. It's hard. Time and work.
Oh my goodness, work. And then when you're not at work, you're thinking, oh yeah, that's right, I have to go back to work, and then you have to sleep somewhere in there.
Yeah, sleep. How dare. How dare that actually need time.
I don't want sleep,
Ah,
but I do. I need sleep.
see, we had a whole episode
I know,
about
and
not
I'm still,
sleep.
and I'm still choosing that unless there is some way to shut down voluntarily, I'm not doing it. Because yes, there's plenty more time for activities, but I guarantee you, if that was a thing, like if sleep didn't exist or if we didn't have to sleep, that new laws would be put into place where they could extend our hours at work and we'd be spending more time at work.
See, but that's where you make it. It's just us. Because no one else. No, we get to be the special ones with that extra 6 to 8 hours of time to do what we need to do.
What about our audience? Huh?
What about them? They're not special like we are.
You invited them when we had that, would you if? You said, what would you guys do?
What would you do? I'm just saying, if it was limited down for a few people.
We are.
God, they just need to make it. We just need to get paid $40 for actually working 30
Well, I mean,
or less.
40 for 20.
Why not? I could deal with 20 hours a week instead.
It'd be nice to work part-time. I wish there was a way to work set part-time hours.
I think there kind of is where we are. There kind of would be in a certain way.
Well, what I mean is that with part-time, you're literally thrown up in the air as far as, oh, well, we don't have hours this week, so...
There's a special stipulation to what we do.
Oh, us, yes.
Us particularly,
yes.
that could work differently. If only we can get there. Help
Maybe.
us.
On that note, though, I think we have rounded the bend.
Have we?
Yeah. We're going to end up at conventions again if we don't stop.
Why not? They love hearing about conventions.
I have work in the morning.
Whose fault is that?
Even if I went to PAX, I still wouldn't have had this entire week off. So
It's been so nice. It's been so nice. My God, it's been nice. All right, folks. We're going to bounce out of here.
as he rubs his eyes.
Ugh.
There's a kick in
This
it
is a
now.
hard not life for us.
Animal crackers in my soup. Monkeys and rabbits.
I know that one. DuckTales.
Woo!
Woo!
Oh, I love that show.
So do I, and it became a big thing at PAX for us.
Really?
You don't even understand.
Aww.
We had a good time with DuckTales. Because the enforcers, in the morning time, there's some particular ones are in charge of like entertaining the line.
Oh.
So a lady with a little ukulele would come out, and 2 days in a row she got requested to play DuckTales. She actually sang the whole song and played it on a little ukulele. To which the entire convention, at all possible times, we decided that DuckTales, a woo-woo, was our primary call. So I sing that song. When I say I sing this song, we hummed the tune and DuckTales, woo, a lot. So it was it was a lot of fun.
Good time.
Might start a mystery or rewrite history. DuckTales, woo. That's all I got. That's all I got. That's all you're getting right there. That's it.
It's beautiful.
The show has been concluded with DuckTales.
And flagged. No.
And what?
I said and flagged.
Flag?
Flagged.
Oh, flag. Oh. Oh, okay.
Someone needs sleep. You were doing the outro at one point in time here.
Outro's not important. We'll get the DuckTales and conventions again. You want to talk about conventions, right? You want to get the conventions. Conventions are important.
We would get back to it if we did not stop. Look what
The
happened.
PAX is great, okay? The PAX is so amazing.
Oh my god.
I love it. If I could go through all of them, I would. Which would be 4 PAXs and 1 PAX Unplugged. Oh my god.
South, west, east. Where's the...
Australia.
Oh, okay. I was like, the hell?
There's 1 in Australia.
And then Unplugged is in Pennsylvania, you think? Or no?
I didn't say Pennsylvania.
I thought you said...
It started with...
you said Philadelphia.
Philadelphia.
Okay, sorry.
Philadelphia. That's what I said. That's not Pennsylvania.
I know. It started with a P, okay? I was there.
All right. We're going to try to end one more time, I think. As always, you can reach me at Stars on Travel. Reach Amanda at KZPup. Reach the show at Beyond Our Focus. Practically everywhere, including YouTube and podcast services around the globe.
Maybe.
Baby. Throw a like on here. If you got this far to even think about throwing a like on there. Subscribe to the channel because we'd always appreciate that. We know you're already there, Kit Kat, so you can't do it again. If you could, I would say do it. Use another use another name. Get in there and subscribe again. Throw some comments down below. Let us know what you think in there about PAX. If you've ever been, if you ever want to go, what's happening. Kit Kat, get in touch with me. We talked about this in the middle. Remember, get in touch with me. I think that's. You got anything?
No, I'm good.
All right. Till next time. Long days and pleasant nights.